wanga thayo kungi. To speak about domestic violence. Anytime you hear that song, I'm speaking about domestic violence. And today I'm here to speak on behalf of men. Today I'm speaking on behalf of men. Oh, Vivian, the song says the frog should jump out of the hot water. I'm speaking about gender violence. Frog jump, yes. If it is not working, frog jump. Nice to see you too, Vivian. Thank you for watching. Merimugo, Kiuraroga. Few more minutes and then we start. We have a quorum. Anytime I'm playing Kiuraroga, it is not intentional. I'm speaking about gender violence. Mudhoni Kehumba, karibu sana. I'm speaking about gender violence. And today I'm speaking about gender violence that has been meted on our men. Wakahena ke no mwanata wakairetu. Boy child is also equal to the girl child. They are born by women. John, karibu sana, thank you for watching. Let me reduce the volume as I welcome people who are coming on board. I can see John. Thank you so much. Thank you for sending me the photos of what had happened to our dear brother and all people who did that. I was not in a position. Volume. Thank you. I was just playing the song to ensure that people come on board. And thank you so much. Today I'm here to speak about gender violence, and I'm going to be very specific today. I want to speak about gender violence on our men. I know feminists will not agree with me, but today I'm here to speak about men. Our men have gone through gender violence. Enough is enough. As much as women are more vulnerable and the girl child is more vulnerable, our men are also going through gender violence. And it is so important that we have to speak about this in broad daylight. Thank you so much, Mr. Omonje mpenzi mtazamaji. Thank you. I can see we have a very good quorum, good quorum, and we have to speak about gender violence on our men. But first of all, before we start, what is gender violence? Because when people hear about gender violence, they think it's all about women. Gender means both male and female. I want us to be crystal clear in this. Gender means male and female. Gender doesn't mean women, and that's why it is called gender-based violence. Gender-based violence is harm that is inflicted upon an individual by an intimate partner or by anybody. Even your neighbor can get you. Maybe you're washing your utensils at the sink, and your neighbor decides to slap you. That is gender-based violence. But the common type of gender violence is domestic violence, that mostly is practiced by intimate partner, either husband to the wife or wife to the husband. What has been circulating on social media since yesterday? I know each and every one of you has seen this photo of son of a man who was poured on strong tea, boiling strong tea. If you like it, black tea, by a woman who is believed to be an intimate partner. I don't have every information on my fingertips, but the saddest thing is that, let's end this song because now we have started talking. The saddest thing is that this is somebody who is a law keeper, somebody who should keep the law, and then she just decided to become inhuman. And I want us to agree as women that gender violence on men is affecting us as women so much. Gender violence on men is more of a women issue than it is a men issue. And the vice versa is true. When gender violence is on a woman, it's more of men issue than it is women's issue. Why do I say gender violence on men is more of a women issue than it is a men issue? I posted on Facebook this morning and I said, first of all, I know all men who are here who have already joined in. If somebody slaps your mother right now, if you just get a text that someone has slapped your mother, I know you will just leave Facebook Live and go home. Even with the lockdown, you won't care. You won't mind about it. So I'm saying gender violence on men is more of a women issue than it is a men issue, because men are sons of women. And the relationship between men and women, especially their moms, yani that relationship, it's like it has been welded. Yani ni kama imechomelewa na welding. So seeing a fellow woman, and I'm saying that is a criminal. I've been asked by so many people, what is my take on that? As much as it has been done by a woman and I'm expected to support her because she's a woman, I will not support that. I will not support gender violence, no matter who has done it. Gender violence is gender violence. Whether it's a woman who has committed the crime or whether it is a man. So this man has been poured on strong tea by this police officer. Thank you so much, John Karuga. Most men are suffering silently. Men don't share their problems in public. Instead, they seek solace in alcohol, and finally falling into depression. And I totally agree, and we are going to discuss about that. I have written a lot of notes. I don't know how long I'm going to stay here, but if we don't finish, because I have other issues, I have other things at hand, we are going to continue tomorrow. I'll try get some time tomorrow, but this is what I'm saying. If you're an inspiration, thank you so much. I'll read those comments towards end of this live broadcast. This is what I'm saying. This is son of a woman. All women who are watching here, and every woman on Facebook, and every woman who is not even on Facebook, I just want us to share the pain of the mother of this boy child. For lack of another word, I'm going to use this man who was burnt as the boy child in picture. Can you imagine the pain this woman has right now, wherever she is? This woman is crying. This woman is asking herself questions. What did my son do? And even if he did anything, and this is where I want us to understand each other, nothing justifies gender-based violence. Nothing. Nothing. Even if he had killed, he was not supposed to go through that. He was supposed to be taken to police. Because nobody is above the law. I agree there was a mistake maybe, but no mistake justifies such an act. And I said I'm going to speak it the way we speak it, defending our fellow women and girls when they go through gender violence. I looked at this picture and I was sharing with a certain friend of mine, and she just cried and she said, kwani alikosea nini? Si angemrudisha kwa mama yake? And this is where I'm going to fight with men. Men, you have to stand up, speak up. Men, I have a very good friend of mine. Last year, but 1 January, he called me and he told me, Dana, speak about people quitting relationships. I, as a man, I have left that home. And I was like, so men pia ufunga virago na wanaenda. He was the first person. The first man that I ever had, he just packed and left. Actually, he didn't pack, he just left. The way he left in the morning going, yani athire agithiaga. And he is doing very well. And he told me he just wants to recover. You know, when you go through gender violence, you're sick. So you need time to recover, and somebody takes you through life re-entry. So I am speaking about this man. Something else is also going around the social media about the man who was burnt. I don't have clear information about that, but I want to speak about this gentleman who was poured on a black tea, strungi moto. One, it was so intentional. It was so intentional that this woman decided to pour strong tea on the husband. Why do I say it was intentional? If you look at the burns, the percentage of the burns, I can totally assure you that that was not 1 cup of strong tea. I know you agree with me. That was either a whole sufuria or something else. And also, I'm just thinking about this. And when I'm thinking about this, I'm looking at it and maybe thinking, she just decided to do strong tea. Maybe it was very little water before this man went to bed. I'm just looking at it. I'm just figuring out how it was, how the situation was. And maybe when this man went to bed and he started catching some sleep, then this woman decided to add water. I'm just speculating. I don't have a lot of information about that. But what do we say about this whole scenario? I thank God so much for the people who follow me and for the people who are in different offices. This is already in the office of the DPP, and I'm speaking this because of the people who have been asking me questions. Somebody who followed me from the office of the DPP sent me an inbox, and she assured me that this is going to be handled very well. So for the men who are outside there, you should step up and speak for your fellow men. I, as a woman, I'm doing this because I know my daughters the other day, they asked me for a boy child. Anyway, on a light note, maybe I'll be a mother of a boy child. If somebody treats my son that way, I will be mad. I will also maybe decide to go and revenge for my son. But what do I mean here? We should not revenge. We should know how to handle anger. People don't know how to do anger management. And this is where now I'm going to come back to my friend John Karuga on what he said. Men are not speaking. You should vent out. I was speaking to a friend who told me we heal so fast because if a woman has gone through something right now and she goes to the office, the woman is going to share everything that she's going through with almost everybody she meets. So this is where you find most of the women, they heal so fast. Women heal so fast because they vent out. So I'm calling upon all men to come out and speak. You're not the first one. And do not fear the society. I always tell people, the society will always speak. For that man, maybe if he had seen some red flags and he decided to keep quiet, the society maybe spoke and said, hey, huyu mwanaume amekaliwa chapati. Gender violence is not a respecter of persons. Tafadhali, if it is not working, call it quits. I always say, you'd rather go back to your mother safe other than going back to your mother and your mother is being told pole by people. You'd rather be safe than sorry. Thank you, Linda, for joining in. Eva Nyambura, Sima Dank. Oh, my friend from UK, how are you? So I'm going to speak about anger management because the many cases of gender violence that we are experiencing as a country during this time of lockdown, and especially what we have seen from yesterday on our social media about this gentleman who has been poured on very hot boiling black tea by the wife. I think it's all about anger management. If your stress levels are through the roof, if they are through the roof, kindly get help. Seek help. Seek for help. Stress management is something that nobody can help you to manage it. But if you seek help, you need to, if you seek for help, you're going to get help. Nobody will help you manage it before you speak. Sorry, that's what I wanted to say. Nobody will help you. Thank you so much, Ami Joy, for joining in. Nobody will help you manage or get to go through stress management if you don't speak about it. You need to speak about it. Hungura Show locked in, Karibu Shiro Stewart. So as a man, you need to understand your levels of stress and speak about them. Because maybe this man, because I read somewhere, it was all about finances. Maybe this man was so stressed and he even didn't know how to put it to the wife. I don't know that they were legally married, but maybe it's true. The wife managed to get him that loan that is in question. So as a man, just speak out. Don't keep quiet about it. But I'm saying, my fellow woman, my sister, you did something very wrong. That is a very wicked act. And you're a coward. 2, avoid saying or doing something that you may regret. Anytime you have stress, don't just speak. Don't just act. I know this lady, wherever she is regretting. She cannot tell us, but she is regretting. That is it. Even all of us who are here, we have ever done something once or twice, or even however many times, and then we regret later. Kindly, anytime you're stressed, the best way to manage yourself, keep quiet. Silence is a weapon, and silence can never be judged. Since somebody told me silence can never be judged, I opted to run with that. No matter how much the society speaks, no matter how much people blame you, silence can never be judged. Learn to keep quiet. Anytime you keep quiet, nobody will judge you. If this woman had kept quiet and walked away, nobody could have judged her. But today, the whole world is judging her. Can you see what she has done to son of a woman? Gender violence, I have said, it's always on the higher side, on women, but on the men, it's also rising up, but we are keeping quiet. Nobody should go through what I have seen on the body of that man. Alicia Wamaida says, true, because when they speak up, people laugh about it and always wonder how comes a man is being beaten. We ask them questions like, what did they do to deserve that? And sometimes we say they ain't men enough. Very true. Actually, once I was following up on a certain issue about a man. And when I went to police station, I was so much discouraged by the words I heard from this police officer, asking this man, are you a child? Kwani wewe ni mtoto ndio ulikuwa unapigwa? No. Anybody who goes through gender violence needs help. And somebody who comes to seek for help is a brave person, even if it is a man. And congratulations to all men who speak up. How do you manage stress? 2, count down. I always tell people, start counting down. Don't start from 1. You already know how to start from 1 to 100. I always tell people, if you're stressed, if you feel like you can do something stupid, for lack of another word, count down. Start from 100. You'll always get confused, and then you're going to revert your mind to something else. You start 199, 98, 97, 96, 95. You start high, and then before you get to 0, umeshasahau that you wanted to hit your wife or your husband. But remember, today we are talking about gender violence on men. I don't want to lose track on that. So if you want to manage your stress in another way, just step out of the house and start 100, 99, 98, 97, 96, 95, 94. You see, even me, myself, I'm forgetting because we are not used to counting down. And by the time you start counting down, yani you're doing things the other way around, not the usual way, you have forgotten. And then you start thinking about, after 96, going down is 95, then going down is 94, 93, 92, 91, 90, 89, then you're able to recollect yourself. That's how I advise people to do it. Then, what else should you do? Take a breather. Just breathe. You know, anytime you are angry, you breathe so fast. Most people, even some, have difficulty in breathing. Can you just take a deep breath? Just a deep breath. It refreshes you. Then just try to get out of that environment. Changing environment works. It works very well for gender violence survivors. For gender violence survivors it works, but that is when we are doing life re-entry. Sorry, I'm talking about anger management. Changing your environment during anger management, it works and it helps you to recollect yourself in a different environment. The wrong thing that we do is continuing to stay with the same people who are triggering our anger. Karibu Martha Chege, Lil Tim, Faith Waweru, Chagaya Caroline, karibu my dear sister. So I have, you can do also by taking a breather. Go and do a walk around. Enda tu tembea. Just go. Tembea tu. Wacha watu wakuite unaendanga raundi mwenda. Just go, tembea hapa na pale, tembea kidogo kidogo kidogo, just do yourself a favor by just getting out of that environment, and then don't go and just stand somewhere. Go see, angalia tu vile watu wanduthi wanakimbiza. Enda stage ya gari, ona vile makanga wanaita watu. Just karibia tu, enda kwa mall, enda angalia hizo magari zimepakiwa. Just go look at the vehicles and start asking yourself, when am I buying this? You see, the moment you start asking yourself, when am I buying this type of a car, it is the moment you start living again. It is the moment. Thank you so much, Favor George Juguna. We have a YouTube channel, Come Together Widows and Orphans Organization. I'm going to share it also on the YouTube channel. Start going to a mall, go to a mall, go do window shopping, and you know very well you don't have money. The stresses will go away. Just me, sometimes what I do when I know I need something and I don't have money, I take my notebook and my pen. And when I go to ask for prices, you're going to think that I own this world. Even I start asking, can I pay via using a Visa card? Can I pay through M-Pesa or mobile money for those who are watching from diaspora? I start asking, I ask so many questions. Can I pay via PayPal? And for sure, I know I don't have money. It is the easiest way to manage myself and to tell myself and to reassure myself that I am here today, but tomorrow I'll not be here. Dear sisters, manage your anger. Manage your anger. Imagine you do something very bad to a man, yet you are a mother of a boy child. It hurts because what goes around comes around. 2, what are you showing? What example are you showing to your boy child? This boy child is going to revenge when he gets married. When he becomes of age and gets married, he is going to revenge. So domestic violence is always a cycle. And it is us who ensure that this cycle either breaks or this cycle completes. And by completing it, we are saying that we are not anywhere near ending gender-based violence in our world and in our country. Wakeshohe karibu sana, my dear. The other thing is, call a friend. Do you know people who call you and they talk? Sometimes they are going through situation. Give them a listening ear. The moment somebody is going through something, they will talk, and they will not give you time to speak. I want to give you a practical example. One time when I was in office in around 2018 or 2017, I cannot remember very well, this woman called me and she asked me, where can I see you? I told her I was in the office, and she came. She came and she spoke for 2.5 hours. I do a lot of listening especially when I'm handling survivors. So she spoke. And then after 2.5 hours, this woman told me, I am going, help me with transport. Why am I giving this example? Because anytime you're going through stress, it can be managed also by talking. What was the problem with this woman? She only needed somebody she could vent out to, and she was specifically looking for a survivor of gender violence. I'm looking at this lady who poured this hot boiling strong tea. Ndio tumezoea strungi, natafuta hiyo boiling strong tea on this man. If she could have only taken her phone and called and talked, what could have happened? She could have vented it out, and by doing that, by talking, maybe a friend could have grasped one or two things and she could have received help. Domestic violence is real. Stress is real. What we need is stress management. Thank you, Ken Ngethe. Thank you, Maggie John. Thank you, Angawa Cynthia, and the rest who have joined. Thank you so much. What is the other thing? Get something that you can laugh about. Anytime you're going through stress, you don't stay gloomy. You're just gloomy there and you don't want... What is wrong? You're breathing like a bull. What is wrong? No. Sweetheart, there is life after stress. You need to manage your stress. You need to manage your stress, dear sister. Alicia Omaida, venting is important and women, we do it a lot, but men tend to keep everything to themselves. Yes, our brothers, you need to come out and vent out. But remember, today our case study is this fellow woman who decided to ban using strungi. I think that is our local name for strungi, for strong tea. So this woman, if she could have just walked out, called a friend, laughed. You know, girlfriends, what we do. When you call me, sometimes you call me and I have a friend, Catherine, and when me and Catherine, we just say on phone, how are you, my dear? Then we say security. You know, we got this name security from Rwanda when we attended a conference. And we remember something about security and we just laugh. So even if I had called her and I was angry, stressed, first of all, a certain percentage of this stress goes away. So dear sisters, ensure that you laugh. Yes, Liz, I was coming to that. I've just read that point. Laughter is the best medicine to the heart. It nourishes the heart. It nourishes the spirit. It nourishes the mind. My dear, cheka. My friend, you're going to get wrinkles. Utapata wrinkles mapema. Laugh. Laugh. You just laugh. You know, even when people are filled by the Holy Spirit, they just laugh. Some of them laugh. There is the Holy Spirit, the Holy Ghost laughter. Haya, nyinyi watu. Now, the final one. I have so many points about stress management, but because of time, I'm not able to share all of them. I'm just going to share 6. There are 25. The 6th point, and then we are going to continue next time. The 6th point is write. Let me tell you, if somebody angers you, take a pen and paper, write. Andika. Write a letter, write an email, but you're not going to post those letters or emails you're not going to send. Just leave them as draft and then discard them. Just write. So, this is what he did to me. And you know, you write as you cry. Cry it out. Write it out. You're releasing this person from your heart. Write. Yani, take your computer. Take your computer. I said laugh, my dear. Do you are good. You know, at that time when you're stressed, when you're angry, the love meter or the love gauge has gone down. So you laugh. Get something to laugh about. I hope you got that. Thank you for taking me back. But we are talking about writing. The moment that somebody has angered you, even if you're going to take a whole A4 book. Thank you, Liz. Amen. That's true. I've experienced that. Holy Spirit laughter. Yes, there is Holy Spirit laughter. Now, take, the A4, we used to call them writing pads. Nowadays, what is it called? The A4 notebook. Take it and write. You remember the way you were writing a love letter to him or to her? Just start writing again now. Write. Say, this is what he did to me. It is like you're venting out. And this most of the time, we advise people who don't want to vent out to somebody else, or they don't trust anybody. You know, there are people who don't trust anybody. Now, trust your pen and paper. Write. You know, it is going to help you calm down, because in the process of writing, you are going to calm down. You're going to cry it out, and then you will calm down. And then you find yourself asking yourself, then you just take the papers and you start tearing them. You go to the emails, you discard them, because you don't want to keep a record of bad memories. So that was about stress management. And remember, I'm talking about this lady who decided to burn a man using hot, strong tea. And for my friends who are here watching from diaspora, those who are not Kenyans, this lady used hot, boiling black tea. And she burned, if you go to my Facebook timeline, you're going to find, I posted yesterday and I also posted this morning about this gentleman. This is a son of a woman. Now, I want us to talk as women. One, who said that you can only revenge by harming your partner? There are very good measures, and I always tell people, our justice system is working nowadays. This is something that we have been advocating for, and this is something that we have really fought hard for. So many organizations, Crew, FIDA, name them, HAC, 1195, so many organizations that have been dealing with such cases. Our justice system is working. We know the process is long and very tedious, but people get justice. I tell people my second office is in court. I remember somebody else asked me whether I'm a lawyer, because this person used to get me at Milimani Court every day in the morning. By 8:30, I'm there. And he didn't know I'm pursuing justice for survivors of violence. I'm pursuing justice. I'm seeking for justice for widows. I'm seeking for justice for orphans and any other vulnerable person who comes along my way and I feel they need to be represented in court. So, seeking for justice in Kenya, I know justice system is believed to be crooked, but let me tell you, so long as you know the right channels to follow, you will get justice. And this is where I'm not agreeing with this heinous act on this man by our fellow sister, because as a police officer, you keep law and order. And furthermore, a police officer attached at the DCI office. And this is why this afternoon, police are my friends, and I love police so much. They helped me when I needed their help, and I've worked so close with police. But for this one, I'm asking the Independent Police Oversight Authority, IPOA, to come on board and ensure this lady is arrested and we find justice for this gentleman. Nobody should ever go through domestic violence and very bad violence. If we fight for rights of women, girls, and other vulnerable people in the society, why shouldn't we fight for the rights of this man who was very innocent, and he was found there and poured on, boiling? And one thing that is making me angry about this whole issue, this was something that was premeditated, because the black tea did not put itself on the stove. Somebody decided to put it, and this was the lady, because she had decided what she was going to do. Two, this is not 1 cup of, if it was 1 cup of black tea, then you could say, oh, these people were arguing and I'm not justifying anything. And then she decided to, but this is something that was, it looks like it was maybe 1 full thermos flask of strong tea, or a pot full of it, sufuria for that case. Anyway, domestic violence is real. it is happening to everybody. This time of lockdown, domestic violence has continued to be on the rise. We need to up our game and protect our people. Everybody, men and women should now be protected. And I said, vulnerability is higher on the women and girls side. But we should not keep quiet about it when it happens to our men, because we have boys. We are mother of boys. And if we keep quiet, it is going to happen to our girls, because these boys are seeing what is happening. So this cycle is going to continue when they get married. Always remember that boys, anything that is affecting you, it also affects your mothers. So when this boy child is suffering there and has been affected by gender violence, what happens to the mother? The mother is stressed up. My son this, my son that. So we should treat everybody equally. Then what about society? Our society is so patriarchal. I don't deny that. Our society is so judgmental. I don't deny that. But what happens anytime you think that our society is doing you justice by speaking doing you injustice by speaking against you? You are the one who is giving the society an opportunity to judge you, because you should close your ears, just pretend you're blind, and let the society be. Make decisions for yourself. You should learn to make decisions for yourself, because if you make your own decisions, then you're going to decide in the right way. Even me, when I talk to survivors, when I talk to widows and orphans and any other vulnerable person in the society, I tell them what I think is right, but I expect them to decide for themselves. So during this time of lockdown, how I pray that people are going to live in peace. I believe marriage is good because people are still getting married. Survivors are surviving and they're going and remarrying, and I hear them testifying and they tell me life is good. I got the right man. I got the right woman. So marriage is good. Marriage is not bad. With that, I can say marriage is not bad, because I'm seeing people who have been in bad marriages and right now they're in other marriages that are working. So I'm going to end there, because I was not prepared to do this for so long, because I have other issues that I'm going to attend to, but I want to read a few comments. Mary Mugo says, Kiura Roga, mpenzi mtazamaji, Mr. Omonje, Alicia Wamaitha is watching. Hi to you, Alicia. Wahu Wakareithi is watching. Ruth Baka Van Horn, my friend from Michigan, is watching. Margaret Kimaru is watching. Alicia, thank you for highlighting this. It's very sad. Yes, it's very sad. I saw it and I felt, oh no. Koi Kirudu, hello to you. Catherine Jenga is watching. Lakela Pendo is watching. Lakela, hello. Zablon Mureithi watching. Kaisha Jack, how are you, my dear? I hope you're staying safe. Wamboi Wakaris is watching. Dorothy Mumbua, oh Dorothy, long time you're watching. Shiro Ngogoyo Mwangi is watching. Kusmasi Mama Lewi is watching. Lucy Wanjeri is watching. Monica Karaoke is watching. Lucy, you're an inspiration. Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you. I'm honored to hear that from you. John Karuga, my good friend. Yesterday he challenged me and he asked me what I was going to say about that. I had seen it, but I was busy somewhere, and I don't keep quiet about gender violence. John Karuga says most men are suffering silently. Men don't share their problems in public. Instead, they seek solace in alcohol, which I don't agree with any man who does that. But I think they need to be walked a journey, because we need to work with our men, our brothers and our sisters. And finally, falling into depression. Pastor Liz Mwangi, how are you, my dear? God to Ruthie, all the way from United Kingdom. Lucy Muirore Njeri is also watching. Blessed Jackie Kare is watching. Shiro Ruth, how are you? is watching. Pauline Mushoki is watching. Irene Anyango, my dear sister, thank you so much also for checking on me. She's watching. Kinyanjui Wangoge is watching. Shix Bidan is watching. Carol Vikov is watching. Linda Nyawera Wakili is watching. Eva Nyambura is watching. Sima Thanak, I hope I've pronounced it very well. My friend from London is watching. So true, men make up the highest of rates of suicide. Very true. Actually, that's something we didn't speak about it, but it's something I'm going to highlight next time. Yeah, because men cannot vent out, they end up committing suicide. Ami Joy, all the way from Texas, Houston, Texas. True, she's watching. Shiro Stewart from London, Hungura Show. Thank you, my sister, for tuning in. Alicia Wamaitha, I had read your comment. Thank you for watching. Ladies, before you mistreat your husband, yes, always ask yourself this: will I be happy if my son will be treated this way by his wife? If the answer is no, stop it. Walk out. Remember, your husband is someone's son. Oh, yes. Thank you, my sister, for that comment. Before you mistreat someone's son, and this is the same question we always ask men before you mistreat someone's daughter, ask yourself, will I be happy if my son, will I be happy if my daughter is mistreated this way by the wife or by the husband? If the answer is no, stop it. And if you think you're fed up, walk out. Let me tell you, I value life so much. I was chatting with one of my friends and I was telling my friend, if I can make a decision to get married or to remarry today, and I get into marriage again, God forbid, I know it will work, but God forbid if it doesn't work, I will not even carry a handkerchief in that house. I value life that much. I would go seek for justice in court and then get everything through a court order. You will be given a court order, my dear sister. Don't just struggle, this man is going to sell this, he's going to sell this. Go to court. Get a court order. You will be able to stop him. Once he's served with a court order, he'll be stopped from selling all the properties that you have. And you know he cannot sell them overnight, okay? Thank you so much, Shiro, for that comment. Anne Wangare is watching. Wakabi wa Moigai is watching. Thank you. Faith Wawero is watching. Lil Team Music is watching. Martha Chege, my sister, how is Nakuru? Shagaya Caroline, thank you, dear, for watching. I know you're a survivor and you speak out about your story. Faith Wawero, good tips. Rose Mudhoni watching. Lydia Wanja watching. Favored Njuguna following. I wish this can go nationwide. Start a YouTube channel. We have a YouTube channel. We have been posting there. Go to Come Together Widows and Orphans Organization. Go there and you're going to get us. I'm going to share our link after this when I'll be posting something about this. I'll post our link so that you can subscribe. Wageshohe following Wapraise, thank you so much. Wapraise, my daughter is praise, so that's why she says Wapraise. Favor Jogona is watching. Elsimbwiria is watching. Ken Ngeve, you're still watching. Damaris Wangare is watching. GT Tayer is watching. I hope I've pronounced your name well. Angawa Cynthia is watching. Maggie John is watching. Ken Ngeve following you. Thanks for the advice. Your voice sounds kind. Thank you. Liz Mother is watching. Thank you so much, my dear. God bless you. Venting is important, and women, we do it a lot, but men don't do. That's Alicia Wamaitha again. Kate Bianca Shiro is watching. Liz Mother, laughter is the best medicine to the heart. Oh, yeah. Wagedhui wa Wagura wa Wagura Wagedhui. Sorry, Wagura Wagedhui. Sorry, I have not pronounced your name well. It was laugh. Wagura, I see you are watching, and I'm happy to see you. Today we are not fighting. Liz Mother, amen. That's true. You have experienced the Holy Spirit laughter. Oh, yeah, I've also seen it. Somebody in church, and it was so good, so beautiful. Catherine Jerry, Nielsen is watching. Favored Sarah watching. Caroline Bernadette is watching. Kate Charlene is watching. Ken Ngethe says, what about the woman who allegedly burned his husband today in a car in Buruburu? That is, if it's true. Very sad to watch the pictures. I've seen the pictures, I've seen the story, but we cannot talk about it right now. Let's get the background information about everything, and once it is proved that it was her, there's still allegations, we are going to speak about it, and we don't support any form of gender violence. If she did it, she killed, and actually she's wrong even before God in heaven. Esther Irungo watching. Liz Mwada, I love you, my dear. Wendo Mwige, Isaiah 4110 from Boston. Oh, I miss Boston. I miss Queen's Night. I know we will have overcome this pandemic. See you in Boston before the year ends. Really well articulated. Violence against men is an even bigger taboo than against women. Thank you so much. Oh, I pronounced your name perfectly. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Sema Danak. I was to be in London, but we have cancelled because of this pandemic, but I'll come very soon once we get everything okay and flights are open. I am very sure we will meet very soon. Teresa James watching. Thank you. Naomi Njeri, thank you for watching. Tabs Names, thank you for watching. Faith Jerop Koskei is watching. Lona Wanyama is watching. Lona Lagat is watching. Hey Lona, hey. Thank you so much for watching, my dear sister Faith Jerop. Hey, Legatio Queen. The Legatio Queen is also here. Oh. Jeff Kush, thank you so much, my dear brother. I'm tuned. Karewili, thank you, my dear sister. Gozi Udemezwe. I cannot pronounce your second name. My sister watching from Nigeria. Jeff Kush, thank you so much. Thank you for watching. God bless you for the good work you do in the society. Thank you so much, my dear brother. Judith Gilgal, thank you so much. I hope you're keeping it safe. Say hi to our Makueni widows. Kiama Getao, my big brother. Thank you so much. I always say I miss places that I miss because of the very, very good people that God has placed there. I miss Houston, Texas because of you and because of so many friends that God has given me there. Supposed to go away. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's something that I've been forgetting every now and then, to remind people that we have a YouTube channel. And thank you so much, Favored George, for reminding me about the YouTube channel. I think I have a huge following on Facebook and Instagram. I keep on forgetting and forgetting. I should be going away because I have other things that I'm going to attend to. But I had to spare time and do this, because nobody should ever go through pain. Nobody should ever go through gender violence as we watch. Men are our sons, men are our brothers, men are our husbands, men are our boyfriends, men are our pastors, men are our bishops, a man is our president, men are our cabinet secretaries and principal secretaries. Kindly do not harm them. Men are our presenters in the radio. Yeah? If we harm them, are we going to get the news on time? Kindly take care of that man. And I want to give you a parting shot. Go and ask a widow if their husbands came back, how they would have treated them today. I've spoken to widows and I hear them say, if only my husband did not get an accident, I'll be a happy woman. If my husband did not die, widows wish if their husbands became lame or paralyzed, they could be giving them food as they sleep on the bed, on the hospital beds, other than dying. Treat that man with a lot of respect. If he has wronged you, there are channels to follow. And also don't follow the court procedure just to harm him using the law. Thank you. It was all about gender violence meted on men, because this is what we have seen. Don't forget, on 7th of May, we will be live at Nation Media. We are speaking about the COVID pandemic and social protection, family social protection, and I'll be one of the panelists. Thank you. See you soon in the next Facebook Live as we continue with more tips on stress management. But to our dear sister, you must face the law.